Hi, I'm CJ Altenberg with Transwest Truck Trailer RV in Frederick, Colorado. So it's turning winter time, which means we're going to start seeing a lot more snow here in Colorado. And if you're an avid snowmobiler, this is a really cool setup behind me that you might have some interest in. This is a 2024 Logan Coach ZBROZ edition, 35 foot on the floor. So again, this is a really well-equipped trailer. There's a pre-season package that we went ahead and put on this one. Before we kind of get into all the details and all the options on this trailer, let's go ahead and take a look at the drawing because you can see how the actual trailer is laid out. Like I mentioned, it's a 35 footer, so we're 35 foot on the floor. We're 8.5 wide and we're 7'6" tall. So again, really cool setup with the ZBROZ. The ZBROZ packages are really well equipped to begin with, but again, we did a lot of extras on this. We'll walk you through it. First and foremost, the Logan is a galvanized steel frame, aluminum body. So we're not going to be able to, we're not going to have the corrosion that you're going to have with black steel. You're not going to have those rust issues. You actually have a lifetime corrosion warranty being the first time owner on this. So you have that strength of the steel. And then they're going to cap it with the aluminum body. It gives a sleeker look to the trailer, but also it's going to lighten it up as well. And there's, again, a lot of cool things that Logan's done to their standard trailers, which this is going to be a standard model. So if we look at it, first thing you notice when you start walking up to it is you're going to notice this, it's Vortex lining. It's like a bed liner. This stuff is extremely durable. I think it deadens a lot of the noise, but mainly what it does is it just gives a lot more strength to it. From an example standpoint, years ago at the SEMA show, they took a cinder block, they Vortex lined it, they threw it off a 3-story building and it bounced, it didn't shatter. We've seen pop cans. I mean, we're talking literally pop cans where all you have to do is just step on it and it collapses it. And they'll take Vortex lining and somebody will just try to just stomp it and they can't. So that Vortex lining adds a lot of strength to the trailer. I like that they incorporate it throughout. But then as we look underneath the gooseneck here, a couple different things we got going on. You're going to see the hydraulic jack. That's standard on this setup. It's fantastic. You push the button up and down, the trailer goes. We don't have to hand crank it. That's one of the last things we want to have to do. You're going to notice there's two 30-pound LP bottles located to the left of that. We'll show you when we get into the inside where those LP bottles are going to go from the furnace standpoint. And then you're going to have a couple 6-volt lithium batteries on this one. So that's an upgrade with the pre-season event package that we have on this. And then you have a battery disconnect. So you can just reach up there and kill all power to this trailer. If we accidentally leave a light on, we're not draining power. They put a nice little trough right here on the right-hand side of that jack compared to where the LP bottles are. This is a great place to throw your tools in there. They drilled a couple holes in it to drain out if you do get some moisture in there. But again, that's Vortex lined as well, so it's going to protect that. And then you're going to have a roll-up door. So this is really going to protect everything behind there when we're traveling, especially in the winter months, as things are hitting this. A lot of people ask about these, you know, just getting covered with a lot of moisture and freezing. Knock on wood, we've got a lot of customers that pull these in the winter months. I've never had anybody call and say, hey, I've got an issue, I can't get that rolling door up, you know, with it being froze. So this is a really nice feature. Now, when you're backing up with your truck, I will tell you, if you're running a long box, when you drop your tailgate, I recommend to customers actually having this rolled up. And the reason why is if you're off just a little bit, if you're not exactly square, you have the potential to get into this roll-up door. Because if we're off to the side, you know, one part of that tailgate's going to be pointed back a little bit farther. So you just need to be aware of that. Just roll it up when you're hooking it up, and then you can roll it back down, you know, when you're getting hooked up. There's also a light underneath here, which is really cool because it gives you some light coverage for that. You know, think about where your cargo light is on the actual truck. It's going to be blocked by the front of this, the nose of the trailer. So it's nice to be able to reach right up and turn that on, have some light coverage underneath there. Now we've got a 30 amp plug right here at the gooseneck drop area on passenger side. So if you're running, if you have a power source, whether it's a portable generator or something else that you can plug into, you can go ahead and power that guy up as well with that 30 amp service. Now on this pre-season event package on this trailer, there's a couple extras you're getting with it. You're getting the heated glove dryer box, we'll show you, the extra heated boot rack, a shovel and broom holder, a monosuit holder, a GoPro charging station, extra floor drains, pre-wire for solar power, dual lithium batteries that I showed you. They actually have heated blankets as well within that plastic box, and then combination locks on the doors. We're big fans of these combo locks just because, think about it, when you're out riding and you come back to this trailer, digging through pockets, trying to find keys can be a pain. So this actually has a digital combo lock. You can literally just punch things in, open it up. It's got one on the other side as well, and that man door, so we'll show you that when we get to that here in a little bit. We opted for the white sheeting and then the black with that diamond plate design down low. Just gives it a clean look to this trailer. When you get to these doors, because of the height, with it being a deck over, the fold-up steps are definitely a need. I mean, that's a pretty healthy step up there regardless. Even with that step, you've also got the grab handle that lights up. So you can turn this guy on at night and this will light up so you can see it, but it's nice to have that grab handle to get up into that actual load area. All right, we've got the spread axle. So this is a big trailer, 35 foot, we're 7.5 tall, we're 8.5 wide. So we have that extra width, extra height. So spread axle is really gonna help the way that this trailer pulls, but then also on weight distribution. When you put those spreads in there, we take a little bit more tongue weight off the truck, we can spread the weight between the axles. It just gives you, again, a better weight distribution. If you want to really tell how well that these spread axles pull, pay attention to more commercial trailers. You will notice a lot of commercial trailers will have spread axles, and that again just really helps the way the trailer pulls, but more importantly, weight distribution on these types of setups. So this one here is actually dual 6,000 pound axles, electric brakes, but again with that spread on this setup, you know, normally you look at that and go, well, it should be 12K GVWR, but that's not the case. This one's also almost up to 16K GVWR based on the spread on this. You're also going to get the black 16-inch wheels with the silver accent. Again, ties in really well with this colored combination with the white and then the black, you know, painted diamond plate on the lower portion of it. So again, a really clean look to it. Again, electric brakes on this. So again, on your truck, you're going to need either integrated brake controller or an aftermarket in order to operate these. Now, the other thing that Logan does is they use a company by the name of Lion's Head for their wheel and tire vendor. We're really familiar with that. Our other brand, Cimarron's been carrying that, using that vendor as well for the last few years. You get a 1-year, no questions asked warranty on your tires. If you catch road debris, you catch a nail, it can't be patched. You have a blowout, they'll replace your tire, no questions asked within the first year, based on and you'll go through them rather than Logan. But that is nice to have that type of backing on just your wheels and tires. And then, you know, you have an 8-year structure warranty and 2-year hardware warranty from Logan as well. So they really stand behind the product. Window on passenger side here as well. You're also going to have some button lights on top. That's become standard. It's just a clean look to the trailer. And then you're going to have a couple load lights, 8-inch load lights, one above the door, kind of one above that wheel well area there. And then our spare tire is going to be located up underneath. With it being a deck over, we have plenty of clearance. It's nice to have it kind of up and out of the way. Now, here's where we're going to get to a lot of the fun stuff and cool options on this trailer. So when we get to the back here, you're gonna notice rear ramp. It's got the flip overs as well for the transition from ground to the ramp. And then as we get up where the ramp and the floor actually meet, there's another transition there with the flip over. That's gonna make it really easy getting in and out. And then also, especially in these winter months when we have to deal with that snow, we don't want that snow getting in that joint or where the actual hinge is, where that ramp goes up, because then you're gonna have to clean it out when you go to shut it. It's gonna bind up on you. And then on the actual ramp, you have all the caliber grips here that they've put on it. And they've got the guides on the side as well. And this is a cable assist. As we kind of get wrapped up with this area here, I'm going to show you opening and closing this. It's actually, they've done a really good job on making it really easy to operate. You have to understand, again, it's a deck over, so getting your leverage on a ramp that's that tall, again, I'll show you the ease of that. But as you can see, getting into this area, they've taken a lot of good steps for you to actually load your sleds. As you notice, when you get to this dovetail part here, there's going to be a trough built in there with some plugs. You can pop those out. Those are some floor drains. So again, as everything's starting to melt in here, things are going to start running out, and it can find those and just drain out. So it's, again, not getting to that back hinge area of that ramp. As you come in, you're going to notice right off the bat, there's more of that Vortex lining. Again, this stuff is really durable. And again, I like that they incorporate it throughout the entire trailer itself, not just on this, but all their different models they have. So now we got a ton of stuff we're going to show you. Over here on driver's side, fold down workbench. It's nice that all these can get out of the way. They're really easy to operate. Lower airliner track. It's going to go the full length on each side, and they've got you some hooks there. Nice thing about that airliner setup is we don't have to designate within the floor exactly where we have tie downs. With that airliner track and these type of hooks, we can move them wherever we want. And you can go on, I tell everybody, you can jump on to Amazon, you can buy a bunch of different size hooks, a lot more if you need them. They're really easy to get, pretty cost effective, and again, you can get a ton of tie downs, and again, you can manipulate how you want this. You might convert this in the summertime to hauling side by side. So other toys, again, the ability to move those and not just be set with a designated in floor. Again, here's a great way to just hang a shovel, a squeegee, anything like that. You have some LED lights throughout it. Another fold down bench. There's multiple of these that we're going to show you. But again, you can come in here, relax, drop these down. But we need to load everything. They're really, again, simple to operate. Get them up out of the way. So as we keep working forward, you can have a couple vents throughout this. There's one at the front, one at the back. The cool thing about these vents too is if you need to, if you ever wanted to go with like an air conditioner, they have the same footprint. But these Max Air fans will pull air in and out. They'll try to maintain an actual temperature within this cargo area as best they can. Couple wall thermostats right here for you as well, so you can operate right off the wall. Switches, they've got them actually noted as to what they are. A lot of times they won't put this, and you got to kind of figure out. So they've gone in and labeled where they're going to go for each one of them. This main area, the porch, so you've got that. Here's another man door coming in. It's nice that they're offset as well. This one's going to come in more at the wheel well area, to where that one we showed you up front early on passenger side shifted more up towards the front. As you come up, a lot of cabinets, a lot of storage. Got some hooks in here, plug-ins, there you can actually go ahead, plug in for like your GoPro. There's a 12 volt, a lot of USBs throughout this. You have a few more right back here, 12 volt USB, a little nook that you could, you know, maybe set a phone right there if you need to. You have this entire shelf up here. These guys are stout too. That's the one thing I give them credit. It's not really flimsy. I mean, you can hang on these. It's got a lip to it, so it'll hold items from shifting as well. And then look at all the hooks you have to be able to hang things if you need to. Another shelf up front. Excuse me. Up on the front side of it as well is actually going to be your stereo. It's got the Kenwood stereo, another 12 volt, another USB, another nook for you to hang, set something up front there. But you have speakers throughout the entire cargo area. They're going to be located on driver's side. There's a total of 3 of them. But again, you can hop in here. It also has a Bluetooth as well. And your microphone for the Bluetooth is actually located right above this last shelf we were looking at right here. So again, a lot of components just from a storage and add-ons we're looking at. Now we're going to get to heating this guy and some of the cool extras you're going to get. So what we have is a 40K BTU heater down low. It's going to heat up this box here. So we've got a clothes bar right here so we can hang some items, some shelves, and set some helmets in there, those type of items. So we got 40K coming up from there. It can also bring some air out. Up above it is a glove dryer. That's part of the package. The preseason package on this one here. Located just to the left of it is going to be your 75K hot dog heater. This guy here is going to heat up this whole cargo area. When they first came out with these models, they were just running the 40K. Then quickly realized we didn't have enough heat source to it. So these 75s kind of kicked in in addition to the 40K. So again, the 40K can kind of concentrate on this and provide some heat, but this guy here can now heat up this entire cargo area. This guy is awesome. It will produce some heat. Okay, so this is one piece we looked at. Normally you're going to get a side ramp on this. So give a lot of credit to our GM on this. He's a snowmobiler. He says, listen, all these snowmobiles today have reverse. We really don't use our side ramps as much. Think about when we get into places where we're going to go snowmobiling, they cram all these trailers together. He says 90% of the time you don't even have the ability, because everyone's parked so tightly together, to even drop this. So with that being said, we said, you know what? Okay, let's delete it. Save some money. We can put a couple more options on it. We opted to go ahead and put a couple more fold-up benches and a table. It's almost like a picnic table style right here where that ramp would normally be. A couple outlets, a couple USB chargers. Again, really simple to operate and get it up out of the way. We were talking to a customer the other day about the ramp and why we did this, and he goes, that's a pretty funny story, because he said we went sledding last year. We went riding, we got back to our trailer, and the guys next to us, they were parked so close that they couldn't get their side ramp down there waiting for them to get there so they could move. So again, keep that in mind when you get into those places, you know, how often you really use your side ramp. That's why we opted to go ahead and delete it and put a few more little options for you on this. All right. We got a boot dryer here as well. Again, that's going to get fed from that 40K heater that we looked at for the other cabinets. Another nice bench. You can step up into the actual gooseneck area. It's carpeted up there. With this thing being line and insulated and this type of a heater setup, you know, there's no reason why you can't throw a mattress up there. You know, you guys throw some sleeping bags, spend the night in this type of a setup that we're looking at here. So again, it's pre-wired for solar. Our subwoofers back there for the stereo system. There's another speaker up in the nose. And then you've got a 2,000 watt Xantrax inverter up there as well. That is going to be part of your ZBROZ package that comes standard as well on it. As you come away from the gooseneck, there's going to be another drain as well. So again, it's got that trough, it's got the plugs. So again, whichever way that water's wanting to work as that snow's melting, it's going to find this groove. You can pop those plugs, let it drain right out of the trailer. This guy will heat up. There's no doubt about it with this type of a setup from a heat standpoint. You've got another window over here on driver's side. You've got your access door for fuel here on driver's side as well. Another closed bar in the middle. So again, if you think about where that heat's coming from, you can hang some more items there. And then you also have your roof anchor here in the middle. If you need to work on a sled, you can get it picked up and work on it, having that. But again, there's a lot to this trailer, a lot of extras, a lot of options that have been added on with the preseason package. You're 35 foot on the floor. So from where those boxes are, from the gooseneck drop, there's 2 foot there. So you have 33 foot of usable storage as far as your toys go. Now I mentioned this ramp here a minute ago. So one thing you have to do is you got to flip that cover up out of the way, and then also do the same for the back. But again, with the cable assist, you've got a handle here. As you can see, very smooth. I just guided it up there. Now, this is what I was talking about. With the height of this trailer, the size of that ramp, and leverage on this, some people have a little bit of difficulty. But what Logan's done is they have really done a good job on the operation of this. You can see how easy that was getting up and down. And then you can secure it. All the doors are keyed alike. So even if you're not using the combo lock, you can actually lock these, the rear ramp, the doors all with the same key. So if you leave, you can just lock up the back, use your combos to get in. Again, not having to fight and find keys in your pockets, but you have the ability to lock it up. You've got a couple 8-inch awning lights here at the back as well. So again, more light coverage that we're looking at there. Here's a good look at that door I showed you from the inside. Again, it was between the wheel wells. They've got a cutout here for again, a step for you. Another grab bar, a couple of them, one on each door. Or excuse me, one on the door and one on the other side of the frame there. It is also gonna have a combo lock on it. So again, both these man doors are gonna have that combo lock. Again, fuel door, it's gonna be on driver's side. So when you're fueling your pickup up, if you need to, you can go in, fuel up your sleds with this right here. But one of the really cool features that we put on this is a 50-gallon fuel cell with a 12-volt pump station. So again, you can fuel up sleds, fuel this up here. So as you go riding, you've got the ability to come right here to the trailer, fuel everything up, and then go enjoy a ride. That can be locked up as well. Same key again like everything on the trailer. But again, a lot of cool options on this. Again, with the pre-season package, extras, there's a lot on it, but these ZBROZ are extremely well just optioned as it is. And then again, we put a couple extra things on it as well. So I'm going to give you the stock number on it. Again, it's a 2024 Logan Coach Horse Power ZBROZ 35 footer, 5N231313. We do take trade-ins, so if you're looking to downsize, upgrade, we can help you out there. Delivery is available and financing is available as well. So give us a call. Anybody on our sales team can help you out. That number is 303-684-3400. We appreciate you tuning in. Have a good day.